Greetings, dudes. Welcome to SRPG Plus. Today we have our second SRPG Showcase, and we're showing off a great series for you. Disgaea 5, Nippon Ichi Software's Disgaea 5, Alliance of Vengeance to be exact. Originally launched on 2015 for the PS4. The complete edition is a definitive port, and it's come to the Nintendo Switch back in 2017. It was in March in Japan, May, and everywhere else. This title does offer hundreds of hours of top-tier RPG mechanics, characters, and story. The complete edition features 8 bonus scenarios, 4 playable characters, series vets, and classes that were originally DLC in the original release for the PS4.
Disgaea games are known to be very out there compared to most Japanese IPs, and that's saying something. Have you ever wanted to torture blue penguins who are adorable, but are really heinous individuals that were once murderers? Then, my dudes, you're ready to jump into the demonic world of Disgaea. Even though the series has many titles, this is the 5th one. The stories aren't linear, and even though they may reference each other pretty loosely, but yeah.
The setting of Disgaea, majority of the times, is in the Netherworld, which is essentially SRPG hell. The demons rule this area with an iron fist, and anything goes. So if you want to change it, you can with your power. My guy Killia bumps paths with Seraphina and saves her from an encounter with the Lost Army. The two link up to form a party and go after Void Dark, that's his name, who just so happens to wrong both of them, and majority of the Netherworld. You go from world to world fighting against the Lost Army and gaining many allies of vengeance against him.
The protagonist, Killia, is a bit of a loner. The story early on hints that he had a troubled past with Void Dark, and that is why he's so cold and distant with other protagonists like Seraphina. Seraphina is the female lead, and she is a spoiled brat. She's pretty cool though. But yeah, that's how she is introduced. She thinks she's better than most. She comes across, and her main driving focus is to kill Void Dark so she doesn't have to marry him. Void Dark is the antagonist of the story. He is a demon emperor who has taken over many planets with his lost army. Void is a tyrant throughout the Netherworld, and he is the reason for vengeance, being the subtitle of the game. Whether that be his own motives or all the protagonist's reasons for challenging the Lost Army. Other notable characters consist of Christo, the Angel. It's kind of a spoiler, but not really if you play Disgaea 1 or any of the other games. He acts like most angels undercover in the demon world. Red Magnus, the brawn over brain type of guy. He's comic relief in the game. There's General Bloodus. He's like a fierce member of the Lost Army, and a man with a past, and many more.
The main reason people have become lifelong fans of Disgaea is the combat. Grid-based strategy role-playing games are a niche within themselves. Now, NIS takes this even further by min-maxing to the extreme and bringing out all of the weeaboo tropes that fans adore. Instead of mundane button presses, SRPGs allow for more complex combat experiences, where one turn can make the difference between you getting stuck in an infinite loop, or another series like Final Fantasy Tactics or Fire Emblem that could cause permadeath. Disgaea essentially expands on the grid-based RPGs of the past, but adds many new mechanics that really add a lot. And Disgaea 5, like all of the sequels, fleshes out those mechanics even further.
The item world, which could get its own showcase within itself. It appears in all mainline Disgaea games. Essentially, you take any item, you can take a broadsword or a piece of gum, which is a healing item, and you take it into the item world, and you must level it up at least 10 times, otherwise you can't leave and get those bonus levels. So you can level it up just like your character up to 9,999, because that's what this guy is about, just min-maxing like crazy to the extreme, and you can do that with items within itself, which is a really cool mechanic to introduce to an SRPG. And all the stuff in Disgaea 5, most of the stuff has already been there, but they flesh it out even further and just tweak it.
And you can throw your allies and enemies. If you throw an enemy and another one, their levels will add up together. And this can be really nice for farming, and it can cause some quite interesting experiences as well. You can throw your humanoid allies to get them across gaps. It's super easy to get to the boss by manipulating these throws. But if you throw a Prinny, you better get ready, because it's going to explode, and it's going to explode hard.
If you're looking for a new game, Disgaea 5 may be the right fit for you. Across Disgaea 1, 2, 5, and the Prinnys spin-off, I've spent a lot of time in the Netherworld, growing to love NIS games. Disgaea 5 is a very fleshed out experience and has received phenomenal reviews for such a niche title. Steam gave it a 9 out of 10. That version did have a very rocky launch. I remember seeing a lot of the PC audience really complain when that came out, so I'm glad it got better to where it could get a 9 out of 10. And on Metacritic, it got 81%, so that's really good for like a very niche title and a sequel as well. And if you're looking for a new game, you can cop it on the Switch, Disgaea 5 Complete, for $39.99. So it is about $20 cheaper from when it launched. But yeah, until next time, this was SRPG Plus, Kappa Kai,
Diesel D.
peace.